everybody and welcome to In My Mug, episode 112 on Monday the 3rd of January 2011. My name is Steve Layton and I know this because I've said that 111 times before this one that I've just said it this time. But it's the first time in 2011, so very, very happy new year to you all. And In My Mug goes into its 4th year. Okay, there was only a couple of episodes either side of the 2 years in the middle, but I think it's brilliant that we've managed to kind of hang around for 4 different years now, so that's really cool. Let's move on to the comments. First of all, I'm going to look at the In My Mug app scores. I noticed, and it's very difficult to score a blend, so thank you to those that have gone in and done that. Anonymous, 96. Anonymous, you need to change the settings. There's a little button in the main menu which has got settings, and you need to change your name in there. We've got Alex Redgate, who scored it a 92, but I've lost the page going into there. Viewers copy notes. 92 from Alex, and Giles, you scored it a 90. So super high scores, and I think as we'll find out going into the comments, it seemed to be one of the more popular coffees that we've done in a long time, I think. So, oh, don't start. There we go, right. So, into the comments. Chris S said, sorry, enjoyed my first couple of cups, but slightly disappointed you can't reseal the bag. Very smooth and rounded. Any suggestions for the optimum amount of time to leave it before pressing in the AeroPress? And Chris, I actually replied to yours Boxing Day, because you put it Boxing Day and I thought it was important to do it, but the normal bags, in every other one, apart from the Christmas blends, we do these bags. It just become a bit of a tradition. And the brewing time, 40 to 60 seconds, should be grand before the plunge, but really depends on the grind that you have in there. Alex Redgate posted through the In My Mug app, so thank you for that, Alex. Fantastically delicious, great way to round off the year. Been brewing it up in my Chemex, my wife bought me for Crimbo. Citric overload, love it. Not been looking forward to running through it. Very Merry Christmas to everyone it has been. Towers, and a very happy new year. And the same to you and everybody else, Alex. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ben Miller, enjoying the mug of the Christmas filter blend made in the Eva Solo. Eva Solos rock with the filter blend, which is another Christmas present. It seems you've all been gifted with Christmas goodies. Regarding the bag issue, a classic eye-catching and functional bag issue. As classy as the rarest bean has-been bags are, sorry, personally, it wouldn't upset me to use the green bags more if there's a real financial difference. There isn't, because we buy so many of the other bags. We buy them in big chunks, so it ended up, it cost us about the same. And also there's certain information we have to put on a bag. So having a printed bag over a gusseted bag actually saved us some money, because we could make the labels not have all of that information on. But thank you, Ben. Dave White, Santa finally arrived with my Christmas present in the form of a subscription. Well, very pleased to have you on board, Dave. I haven't been a huge fan of filter coffees in the past, but this one may be the tipping point for me. It is light, it is zesty, and the lemons are very dominant. Loving it so far. Brilliant, Dave. And for everybody who's joined In My Mug for Christmas, welcome. Dan Latcher, Merry Christmas to all and the Has Been crew. 2010 was amazing. I look forward to amazing coffees in 2011. And on that point, Dan, there is a blog post on Hasblog, link coming up below, on my top 10 favourite coffees of 2010. But I'm already thinking 2011 is going to be a killer year. I mean, like, amazing. I cannot wait for 2011 to start. January is going to be a big bang of a start as well. We've got around about 17, 18 new coffees to add to the site. It's going to be stunning, absolutely stunning. So, moving on. Nigel, hope you had a good Christmas. Thought I'd better add a quick comment before I forget. Really enjoying the coffee in the Chemex, beautifully light and refreshing. Fortunately, I bought Christmas pack 2, so I've got another bag. Yeah, Nigel, thank you very much. Keith O'Sullivan, still awaiting my bag over here, and I'm off to a wedding for the rest of the week, so probably be the weekend, if not Monday, before I get my hands on it. Looking forward to trying this blend though. We'll post here if I get it in time. And Keith, I hope your wedding went very well and you had a great Christmas. In my mug app, another anonymous, you need to change your settings. Great coffee, lemon comes through perfectly, reminds me of the lemonade lollies I used to get as a child, and I think that is a brilliant descriptor, anonymous, so come out of that hiding. Giles, after a week of Nespresso and Lavazza, really need to sort out my coffee set up for travelling. Aeropress, skirt and grinder or mini mill, and that's it. Oh, some scales. Just what I needed when I got home. Lots of lemon with a great mouthfeel, touches of licorice, interesting. I tried to upload some copy notes to the app later, but I have to admit I'm apprehensive about getting the scoring right. And Giles, I think your scores are up there and they are brilliant. There are no rights or wrongs with scores, and you chose a really difficult one to score, so well done. Very, very pleased with that. Ben McCann posted through the app, makes a fab fresh cafetiere, but I did something silly and made an espresso this morning. Wow, it's lively. It's going to work as espresso as long as you like tarty bright espresso. And another, oh no, that's the same one come through twice, so I shall get that cleared off there. And that is all of the comments for now. I'm actually doing this New Year's Eve as I want to get this edited and up on the day after New Year's Day, and I don't know whether I'm going to have time tomorrow because of friends and family coming round. So. Right, I'm going to whack you on pause. I'm going to go and get the coffee, get myself organised, get sorted, get the snozzer bowl, everything ready, and I'll be back in just a moment. So I'm back, and the coffee that we're looking at today is another of the blended coffees, a bit like last week's, but part 2 of the pack. So last week we had the filter, this week we've got the espresso. Excuse me, I've been running around, getting everything ready. Like I said last week, I don't think there's any dark art to blending. I think if you use good ingredients, you use care, attention, and you use things that suit each other so they work together, then you can come up with a good blend. It's really not that difficult, but you do need an idea of what you want it to be. This blend was always going to be about Christmas. So Christmas for me is what I said last week about being lemony, bright, zesty, fruity. This one is the other end of the scale. It's bold, it's chewy, it's got sultanas, it's got booziness, it's got fermented fruit. It's got a whole heap of things going on together. So what does this blend contain? It contains 40% of the Yemen Mocha Matar. Now I love blending with Yemen. Yemen is my default Christmas coffee I always fall to because it's boozy. My words are really not working today. Boozy, they're winey, there's a real kind of booze festive flavours going in there. It's spicy, there's black pepper, there's a little bit of chocolate, which are all things that really remind me of Christmas, you know, kind of that whole sherry and drinking spirits you wouldn't normally drink. The other part of it is another 40%, which is the Cuba Serrano Superior, which has got nuts, more spice and big body. And they are 2 coffees that complement each other very much. Then there is 20%, a little, of the Kenya and Dami, which is blackcurranty, creamy, and really works well with those 2 coffees, which you would never ever think that it would. What it does when it comes together, it brings a real spicy, full-bodied espresso, dark chocolate tones, a little bit of fruit, a little bit of dried fruit, a little bit of boozy Christmas spirit, and I just think it encompasses. Oh, really struggling today. Christmas. So it's time for snozzer in the bowl. Very different to the filter blend that we did last week. This one, you can smell the bigger body, you can smell the spice, and you can smell there's something like a bit woody and a bit barky going in there, which, you know, I know doesn't come through in the cup, but in the dry grounds you really smell that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make the espresso. So I think it's time for another one of Leighton's special speed-ups.
Here comes another quick Christmas, starting every January, build anticipation all year. How quick Christmas, rocket to Thanksgiving, then it's over for it's practically here. More rapid than eagles, we're dashing on a sleigh ride. quick Christmas.
So I'm back. I was going to make a cappuccino as well, but because we haven't been here for a week, I kind of got the milk out the fridge and realised we hadn't been here for a week. So I'm going to have 2 espressos, but this kind of works out to my advantage because I think this is a beautiful espresso, and this is where you get all of those Christmassy flavours coming through. Not to say it's not a good cappuccino, because it will really cut through that milk because of those big, bold flavours. But for me, I really do enjoy it as an espresso. So I used a 17-gram dose. I pulled a 24-second extraction, which I was actually really pleased. It was right bang on the money. It's fairly forgiving because of the flavours that are in there, but let's dive in. So let me just grab a teaspoon. So just give the crema a stir. It's a habit I've got into. So on the actual espresso itself, you can smell big spice. You can smell black pepper. If you can't smell it on that, it's stunning. So it goes down and you get all of that dried fruit. All of that dried fruit is coming through. Big body, lots of dark cocoa, but a little hint, a little shoulder again of endame. You can taste the blackcurrant in there, and there's a lovely creaminess on the aftertaste, which I know is coming from that endame. You think 20% isn't enough? 20% actually goes a real long way. When you've got such contrasting coffees, you can taste it in there, and it definitely cuts through lovely. It's a great coffee, it's a great blend. I'm afraid it's no longer on the website. It has gone, it is past, it's deceased, it's expired, it is no more until next Christmas. But obviously as an In My Mug subscriber, I hope that you've enjoyed it. As I said at the start of the show, I would like to wish you all a very, very happy New Year. 2010 was a stunning year for coffee, and do go and see the blog post that I've got on the bottom there about the top 10 of this year. It's a long one, I rambled a little bit, but 2011 is going to be phenomenal. And January is going to be a great month. We've got so many exciting coffees arriving or have just arrived. It is going to be a super, super exciting time. So, yeah, make your New Year's resolution to resubscribe to In My Mug, because life is too short for bad coffee.